Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Too Opinionated, where I'm just thrilled to death to be joined by legendary actor Ed Asner. Welcome, Ed.
I quit. I quit.
Oh, I'm so happy I got through that introduction. Whew.
I had enough of this. Come on. Come on.
I had this just fear that I was going to say Lou Grant instead of Ed Asner. So happy I got
what?
This. I was worried I was going to introduce you as Lou Grant instead of Ed Asner. So yeah.
People make dumb mistakes all the time.
Some of us more than most.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't know how to spell come on.
What's that? What'd you say, sir?
You don't even know how to spell come on.
No clue.
It's very easy.
All right.
It's CUMOWN. You got that?
I got it.
I don't make that mistake again.
I won't make that mistake again. No, sir. Oh, yeah. No, this is such a thrill for me. I've been a fan. I'll tell you how long I've been a fan of. Yeah, I grew up watching Westerns with my dad, and my favorite John Wayne Western was El Dorado. And I think
really?
Yes, sir. And that's I think the first thing that I got to see you in. I got to share that with the boys. We have a movie night once in a while, and I played that one evening. So that's been a little while ago.
Yeah, I was that put me into the big time.
It's a pretty good role. That's
not bad.
That's not bad for early. Yeah, for an early role, that's pretty good. Pretty good. And then, when cable TV came out, the TBS was about the only station you got, and they showed reruns of Mary Tyler Moore all the time. So I got to watch quite a bit on that. And then my mother would let me stay up late and watch Lou Grant. So got to watch you for a little while.
Are they still with us?
They are.
Sure.
Yeah, my dad still goes to the gym. We were talking about that earlier. He's 80, and he's still hitting the gym, still golfing, hitting the gym. So, been blessed with that. They're still here in West Virginia.
I don't think I'll be hitting the gym anytime soon.
You look like you could.
Watch it, boy. You really think so, huh?
I do. You look like you could.
Looks to Steve. It's the outfit I wore.
Were you an athlete growing up?
I played football.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, what was your position?
Tackle.
Oh, tackle. Yeah, my son was a tackle. He got a really nasty concussion when he was a freshman in high school and had to give it up, but he probably for the best.
What did he weigh?
Well, so he weighed at that time 320 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he was pretty good. But he got that concussion, and it was a bad one. He missed a year of school. But when he came back, he only weighed 190 pounds. So he lost 140 pounds in a year. So that at least a blessing.
Can you imagine being an opposing lineman and going up against him?
No. A little, because I had to wrestle with him.
How did he get a concussion? Who was big enough?
It was just one of those freak things that in a practice, and he was playing defensive lineman, and the offensive lineman caught him under the chin, just blocking him, and it just knocked him silly. And it was pretty rough, but the good part of it, he lost all the weight, which some of it was muscle, but a lot of it wasn't. And You know, that's probably been, for the long term, that's probably been a blessing, but he's still just as strong as he was when he was that big. He's a horse.
How much?
That's probably your poker buddies checking in.
I don't know. I don't know. No, it's a nephew-in-law.
Oh, very nice.
Probably want to borrow money, which I don't have. You got any money you can loan me? Come on, man. Don't laugh it off.
Well, you said you're going to send me a bill. Maybe you could, spare a little bit of that.
Why don't you save me the trouble of sending you a bill? Just send me some money.
All right. I'll do that. That's fair. That's fair. I'm guessing you were probably about 300 pounds when you played.
That's what I call a West Virginian.
We are pretty agreeable.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. At all.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. You've been doing this for a while. What got you started into acting? What made you want to go into the entertainment business?
Well, I found myself playing the lead the first time I was on stage, actually.
Really?
In a college production. It was T.S. Eliot, and that was, what's the name of it? Why can't I remember the name of it? Anyway.
T.S. Eliot, he had some good
Murder
plays.
in the Cathedral. Murder in the Cathedral.
Yeah.
About the death of Archbishop Thomas à Becket.
Yeah.
And I was just so fantastic. I talked myself into going into drama.
Yeah, that's great.
Comedy came on.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's usually the way it goes. You start out serious.
Yeah.
And then go into the comedic.
Or you stumble on entering on stage and you get a laugh and you keep stumbling through the role. So you begin to think that's how you're going to make your money.
Yeah. Did you do some theater before you hit television, the movies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was with a theater company for 2 years in Chicago, which developed me.
Yep.
And then I went to New York, and after a bleak 6 months, finally lucked into being cast in the Threepenny Opera.
Oh, nice.
Playing off Broadway, New York. And I did that as the lead for 2 years and 9 months.
Yeah.
And then I finally did that and took over another role so I could start learning to act.
Did you take classes, or were you just kind of learning as you go? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I found a teacher I liked. I tried a few and didn't like them.
Yeah.
And Mira Rostova was her name. I'm sure she's dead by now. She discovered Montgomery Clift, I think.
Oh, okay.
But she was a good teacher. Good teacher.
Yeah, that's great. So
and I think my innate method was automatically hers.
Right.
So there was no conflict for me in going along and learning the same I've been learning all along.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. If it kind of fit with your style already, that would make sense. Yeah. That's great.
No Lee Strasberg. Actually, I wanted to study with Sandy Meisner, but they were full at the time and had no room for me. So I took Mira.
Well, that was good for her, I think. It must have been good for you too. It turned out pretty well.
Good for me. Good lady.
So
I'll tell you a funny story.
Yeah, tell me a funny story.
Her style, her method was based on who, what, when, where, why, and how.
Okay.
And you figure those out, who you're talking to, and you got your purpose.
Yeah.
How you do it is up to you. Where and why and what, all up to you. You try to adjust the best you can. Well, I applied that, or I thought I did. And a few years later, after I hadn't seen her for a while, and I was thrown in with her, and I said, yeah, that method really took me along well, very well. I said, well, I've changed it.
Oh, no.
Said, you changed it to what? He said, that's entirely different now. The who and the what and why are all different. I didn't check into it to see how different, because I didn't want any changes. So I could have been a star on Broadway, maybe if I had changed it to her latest technique.
Oh, that's pretty good. What was that discouraging when you come back and she's like, I changed it?
Yeah, I thought I thought I had stumbled on the ultimate truth. And here was you were lying to me the whole time. I should have whacked. I should have whacked her. That's
Oh, shoot. So I got the privilege of doing a little voice acting with you on the last Saturday night, which is a audio drama that we're helping to produce with Jennifer Nash, who's writing it. And that you gave me a pretty good lesson in acting, I think, on that. That was a big deal for me.
What was it?
Well, I don't know how you do it, but that story that we were acting out was based on something that actually happened to me. My day job's in a hospital, so there was an actual person that story was based on, and you didn't know that really. You didn't have exactly what or who that person was, but somehow you managed to capture him almost perfectly. And I was really worried because I'm not an actor and I was just playing myself, and I was still really nervous. But there's a scene that part of the scene is I have to get a little bit emotional, and I was really concerned about getting there, to at least make it decent. But you were so believable in that role, it made me emotional. So I didn't have any trouble. I didn't have any trouble.
That's lovely. Thank you.
But now, it was amazing. It was amazing. But
a compliment.
It definitely is. Definitely is. But now here's the problem. I don't know if you've heard this, but so Jennifer Nash, she calls me and she says, we've got a problem with Ed's tape. I was like, oh no. And she's like, no, Ed's fine. His was fine. She said, it's yours. Isn't. There was something wrong with the mic. It's not good. So I've got to re-record my part to go with your part. Your part was great. Well, now I'm really nervous again because I'm not going to be able to, I guess I think I'm just going to have her replay your part and hope that it makes me emotional again.
Well, I'll be glad to do it again if you give me the line.
Well, that's really nice of you. That's really nice. Well, if I screw it up, we may be calling.
All right.
I can't get there.
Well, and don't forget to send a check.
I'll send the check with the request.
All right.
But no, you were so good with that.
You covered my phone bill.
That's right. Now, I wanted to ask you though, what, that's, I think it's such a good project and it's got a great cast, but what kind of attracted you to the project and made you interested enough that you wanted to be a part of it?
With you?
Well, just with the last Saturday night.
Well, I was I'm just terribly drawn to you.
I knew it was me.
Yeah, you know, and I could only figure out, how do I get rid of your wife?
Yeah, well, I think it was probably Jennifer and Linnell that they sweet talked you is what I think it was.
Who's Linnell?
Linnell she was the one that was kind of setting up our casting. She's probably the one that introduced you to Jennifer, would be my guess. That'd be my guess. I bet they sweet talked you. It probably, or maybe even Emily a little bit, but it wasn't me. You probably got on there and be like, I got to act with this guy.
You know, I got to know Mark Blitzstein, who did the translation for Three Penny Opera, and he wrote a great end of the war musical. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But one of the main songs he wrote for that musical was, I take my pen in hand, Emily, to make you understand, Emily, what you are to me. A 19-year-old bombardier sat writing, da-dum, 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 da-dum. I take my pen in hand, Emily, to make you understand, Emily, what you are to me.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I got to be careful playing that for.
Oh, that name Emily carries a song just automatically.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's going to love that. I'll be playing that for her. She's going to love that. So it's funny because, I told you, where I remember you from, it's Westerns and, playing Lou Grant. I remember you did the role on Hawaii Five-0, and then you got to reprise it during the new one, stuff like that. But I was telling the kids that I was getting to talk to you, and they were like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. And I was like, I was naming stuff you'd done, and just nothing. I was getting nothing. And I finally got to Elf, and they were like, Santa. That's how they knew you. And then I
love doing that, Santa. John Favreau he created a great program of plot for me to plow.
Such a good movie.
Good, hard-driven businessman.
Yeah. That's their favorite Christmas movie, and you were so great in it. It's such a good movie.
You can't underestimate the value of Will Ferrell in the power of that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you keep from laughing all the time? He would crack me up with that stuff.
It was not easy. He was the funniest man I've come across since Ted Knight.
Oh, really? Ted Knight's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. And of course, it had James Caan in it. That was a heck of a cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they play that.
Were reunited from. No, actually, we were reunited from. We did a. He played a teenager.
Okay.
Robert Redford and Andy Prine.
Oh, wow.
Who killed Juano Hernandez in a small southern town. Black Monday, it was called.
Oh, Black Monday. Okay.
Yeah. And it was shown on NET, I think.
Yeah.
And Ralph Nelson directed it, and he didn't do a very good job. But
come on, Ralph.
Yeah. But what's his name? Who are we talking about?
James Caan.
James. He did a good gutturette image of a rich boy.
Yeah.
Take advantage of a poor black man. And I think a red was miscast, but he did it. He bravely stood in there. Andy Prime was as always. But and then we were reunited with El Dorado.
Yeah.
And I said, boy, he's come a long way. And then we were reunited again with Elf.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. You forget, I guess I forget that his career's been pretty long.
Yeah.
With that, he's been around for a little while. He was really good in El Dorado. I enjoyed his role in that. Yeah, he was pretty good. Pretty good. I meant to ask you. You were talking about the war a little bit, and it seems like I remember reading that you did some touring back during the war.
Touring?
Yeah. Did you?
No way.
I don't know. That's what am I remembering that wrong, or did you do some?
I was drafted in 1951, and because I dropped out of college, of course.
Yeah.
And I went to. Why the hell can I remember the name of
was it Korea? Oh, the fort. McHenry?
Camp. No, it was in Georgia. Camp.
Oh.
I can't remember the name of it.
It's not Hill.
Hood,
no, Hill.
No. Now a fort. It was a camp that became a fort.
Okay.
And
I don't know.
No, it's a boring name. So I did my basic there, and then I was sent up to Fort in New Jersey.
Yeah.
To learn radar repair, and I spent about a year there, and then I was shipped overseas to France. I fought the Korean War. I mean you remember what war was it? The Korean War I fought in France.
That's right.
You understand that now.
I got you.
It was tough duty, let me tell you.
Tough duty. I got you.
Very tough.
You were right there on the front lines.
And I struggled through the mire and muck to emerge victorious with my fellow Americans in the Korean War.
Yeah.
And, ground upon which our beloved President Trump could then gain a working relationship with its dictators. Kim Jong-un soon, or what's his name? Something, Kim Jong something.
Yeah.
And he's the dictator of, he's the fat dictator of Korea.
He is, for sure.
And I'm sure they'll get together because Trump.
Well, he does seem to have an affinity for those types. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well,
yeah.
So being in a Korean War and saving my ass, I was able to avoid the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Which evidently was not so kind.
No.
To the survivors.
Yeah.
If they survived.
Right.
So Vietnam's doing good business now, though. It's the Chinese influence.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Speak up.
You can't hear me?
No, now I
can. Well, all right. So let me ask you this one, because I had two that the kid said, you got to ask about this, Dad. So they wanted to know, you played or did the voice for Carl in Up. They wanted to know how did that come about? You know, did you have to beat some people out for that role, or did they just say, yeah?
I guess I did, but I wasn't aware of who I out.
Yeah.
But we had about maybe 8 sessions, voiceover sessions.
Yeah.
Of recording. It was easy as pie. It was a natural character for me.
Yeah. And, no, you played it perfect.
Well, thank you. And on the 5th or 6th time I went in for voiceover.
Yeah.
We were running late, so we were kind of rushing, and there was an inside curb.
Yeah.
In the room, which I was aware of but didn't pay attention to. So when I came to that curb, I tripped on it.
Oh no!
Crashing down. Hey, I'm not through. Don't laugh until you get.
All right, I'll hold my laughter.
All right. I came crashing down and split my head open. Split my head open on the steel-covered corner of the room, and I was laying there trying to get to my senses, and finally they decided, or I decided to go over to St. Joe's Hospital across the street from Pixar.
Yeah.
And it's sewn up. So I went over there, and they put in about 6 staples in my head.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I was bleeding like a stuck pig. I came back, and I did the day's work, and it probably was the best day's work I ever did.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm a genius. You didn't figure that out?
Well, I was thinking 6 staples. That explains a lot.
Yeah, I should have saved those staples.
You should have.
I could have autographed them.
Yeah.
Sold them to you for big money.
Oh yeah, I'd have bought one, at least one of those. I probably couldn't afford it all 6.
And your wife, what's your wife's name again?
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah.
Emily. Oh, that was your daughter.
No. I've got 2. Ashley and Allie are the daughters.
Ah. Well, it's even nicer that I sang that song to her.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I got to be careful playing that for her.
Oh yes. Well, you better play it, man.
Well, I'm playing it. I wouldn't keep that from her.
I'll find out if you didn't.
I know. I believe that.
All over. Ashley's a spy for me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, you probably shouldn't have told me that.
Well, she's so clever, you'd never be aware of it.
Oh shoot. I'm trying to think. I know there was some. Oh, I didn't realize that when you were playing Lou Grant, but then you got to play Lou Grant on other shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was kind of neat. I didn't realize you did that.
I didn't know I had my own Lou Grant show.
Well, I know I love that show, but then you like guest starred on Roseanne and.
That was a cockamamie idea.
Yeah, what was that?
It was stupid. Very, very bad taste.
Remember, I watched Roseanne was out, but I don't remember you being on that.
You're blessed.
Yeah, well, that may be why. If it was a bad idea, that's probably why.
Uh-huh.
So the 2 other I wanted to mention before I let you go is, my son Brett. He grew up being a big Spider-Man fan. So you got to play J. Jonah in the cartoons. And that was probably next to Elf. That was probably the one he was most excited about.
Well, it was an easy role. I mean, he's just a hard ass. That's all he is.
That is. He is.
Yeah, that's all he is. And he's a totally soulless creature.
Yeah.
He's the perfect white man.
Did you get to say, bring me more pictures of Spider-Man or something along that line? That's always the joke that J. Jonah is always saying. I need more pictures of Spider-Man.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Don't ask me questions I can't remember.
I should have wrote those out and sent them ahead of time. Well, and the other one, just real quick, is you were so good in Roots. I almost forgot to mention that one. When I was watching it the first time, I was pretty young, but I've rewatched since then. But you were really great in that.
What about Rich Man, Poor Man?
Oh, I forgot Rich Man, Poor Man. I love Rich Man, Poor Man. Yeah. Really good. Well, now if we're going to just hit stuff, there's so many.
Yeah.
You've done so many. I wasn't going to say anything, but rumor has it you're the most decorated, person, Primetime Emmys ever for TVs.
For a man.
That's pretty impressive.
Betty White or Cloris. One of those two rascals.
Yeah, that's right.
I have me beat. But for a man, I got more.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And I know you got Lifetime Achievement Award, and if I remember right, you were even president of the Screen Actors Guild for a while.
All right.
Yeah. How was that? How'd you like the political side of it?
I'll sell it to you.
No, thanks. No, I'd be a terrible politician. I'd probably get taken advantage of. I'm gullible.
Well, what you find out is that you got to work harder to appease your friends than you do your enemies.
Yeah, I could see that. That's not acting is not an easy job. Politician's not an easy job either. At least they make it seem like it's not easy.
Is Biden appearing in West Virginia at all?
Well, we haven't heard anything yet that he'll be coming. So that may mean that we're a lost cause if he's not making an appearance. But he may still show up.
Well, I know that he's concentrating on Michigan and Wisconsin, and boy, his treatment of the Michigan governor is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, that was sad.
It sucks.
Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't go into the politics too much, but I really don't understand it. I don't get the.
I will.
Well, yeah, and you're definitely welcome to. But I don't really understand the appeal that he has. It escapes me.
Bottom line is, you think you're saving the people.
Yeah.
You're giving the people what they want. Satisfaction or greed or guilt, I don't know which it is. But
well, I get how he got elected the first time. I don't get how he still has that support. After 4 years. That one amazes me.
And I would love to see us change that electoral college somehow.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. You can't get rid of it because that's part of the Constitution.
No, that's right.
So we got to find some way to temper it. Because for him to lose by almost 3 million votes.
It doesn't seem right. And that's not the first time that has happened.
No.
But it doesn't seem.
With Gore.
Yeah. Just it does seem weird.
The following presidential race, I can't remember.
Yeah, there was Gore and Bush, and then you had Bush and Obama. I guess would be the
No,
next.
there was another. The hell, he was.
Oh, you're talking farther back. Okay.
No. Between Gore and Obama, there was another Democrat who
Oh,
threw in a glove early. What the hell was his name?
Yeah, shoot.
I voted for him all the time.
Yeah, well, I can see a picture of him in my head, but I can't. No, I can't think of it.
Yeah. Well, he's history.
Yeah, but the point's valid. I don't really understand that. That's not a good system if your majority's not actually getting to vote in your.
Well, it was designed to protect the little states, the little slaveholding states.
Right.
And it sure as hell did.
Well, it did. It's worked well in that respect, I guess. Yeah, for sure. Well,
so that California with 40 million people has 2 senators, and North Dakota or South Dakota, I forget which one, has equal sway.
It makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. I guess I get the initial reasoning, but I don't think that it was good even at that point. You know, just let everybody vote and sort it out.
I know.
Well, maybe you should run for office. Well, why not?
Well, I learned a long time ago that if you keep your head and keep spouting the principles you believe in, you can do as much to affect popular thought and wishes than you can running for office.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell your soul as easily.
That's right. You think it would be just an easy, if you're in office, you do what is right for the most people most of the time. And that should be the guiding principle, but that never is. No. I think that would be easy.
And, I'm thinking now, okay, so let's say Biden gets in. We'll be lucky if Biden is able enough to do a second term.
Yeah.
And if he does, who do we look forward to in the coming years? We have no individual who at present is standing out to represent the Democratic cause.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. It's if you're a sports analogy, you'd say we've got a very shallow bench.
Yeah, that's true. And the Republicans, if they're still in existence, they'll probably come up with some puppet.
Yeah, it is a shame that on both sides there's a lack of, what I would call presidential candidates. Someone that you would look at actually as a leader. There's just
need a life force to give us the courage to go on.
Yeah. Who was the last? Who do you think was our last good president?
Well, Obama was okay, but I wasn't crazy about him.
Yeah.
Who was before Obama?
Well, Bush.
No, I certainly wasn't crazy about him.
Yeah, and then you had Clinton, and then older Bush.
Clinton was okay, but Clinton sabotaged our presidency.
He did.
And we still feel the taint.
Yep.
No, the golden years for me were Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And Truman.
I think a lot of people would agree with that.
I liked Harry.
Yeah. Pretty decisive.
Yeah. They were brave men
Yeah.
who fought for what they believed in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I voted for Mondale, and unfortunately, he didn't. And I like Carter. I like Carter a lot.
I like Carter.
Yeah,
I think he got a bad rap as a
he
president.
did. He did. I didn't treat him with enough respect. But I liked his administration. I liked his outspokenness.
Yeah. He became a heck of an ambassador afterwards.
Yes, he did. And he's true to his, well, what should I say? He's true to his principles all the way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, agreed. I do like Jimmy Carter. That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, sir, thank you so much. This has been a highlight for me. I've been looking forward to speaking with you.
Well, I enjoyed The Last Dance.
I'm glad you did. I'm so excited to hear the whole project. I think it's going to be good.
Good.
Yeah, I think.
I take my hand, head in hand, Emily.
There we go.
To make you understand, Emily, what you are to me.
You carry a pretty good tune.
You're damn right. You don't want to let me in alive.
Well, next time you come through West Virginia, we got to get a little bit of a poker game going.
All right.
Yeah, that would.
I'll lose
it. Fun. Well, I don't win either, but I'll bumble through it.
We'll go down. We'll go down striving.
That's right. Are you still? Do you have plans to pick up the one-man play circuit again once everything settles down?
Well, we can find people who are willing to book it in the future.
Yeah,
we've had a number of dropouts.
Yeah, I bet. Well, everybody has, but that was we loved it. We really enjoyed it. That was a good time.
Good.
Yeah, and we don't get a lot of that coming through our little town, so that was a big deal. We don't get a lot of those plays coming through our town, our little town. That was a big deal.
Good.
Yeah, I hope you get to do it again.
Well, we like the results.
Yeah. Yes. Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate the time, and this has been great.
I had a good time.
I hope so.
Give my love to Emily and the kids.
I sure will. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I tell you, that was a little intimidating. I mean, Ed Asner, he's a little intimidating, but what a terrific guy, and just fun and sharp and outspoken, and that was a blast. That was a definite bucket list interview for me. That was amazing, and I've been lucky enough now to interact with Ed several times. We got to spend a little time with him when he came through town. I got to do my little piece of acting with him, which what a great person to get your initial acting role with, and then this interview, just terrific. And he remembered everybody's names, which was a big deal. That's always nice. So this has been terrific. Love that. I don't even know what to say, so I'm just kind of stammering on, because he was just so great to talk to. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We know there's a lot of choices out there for you. We really appreciate you choosing us over and over. It doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you very much. You can find us on our website, meistercon.com. You can find us on Facebook under MeisterCon. If you are so inclined and you want to help out this podcast, we like to think we're the little podcast that could. We are in the process of building our podcasting studio. We've bought the building. We're just working on refurnishing the inside, and we can definitely use some help. So if you want to contribute to that, you can go to patreon.com/MeisterCon, and we'll give you some early access and some bonus content for your trouble. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and we will see you again real soon. Bye.